Right now, sitting in front of me are worldwide legends from the Bay. I mean, for most of the people in the Bay, it's like, oh, we see you all around. But if you travel outside the Bay, they're legendary, to be respected, to be revered. Going on what, your like 22nd anniversary. We're talking about the mighty Souls of Mischief, Tajay, Opio, Festo. How y'all doing, man? I'll start off with you, T.
Man, fantastic, dude. It's good to even be here at the Rock the Bells, rocking the 93 Till Infinity album, complete in its entirety, you know? Seeing kids younger than the record out there knowing every word, man, that's the best thing.
Why is it that they know you 20 years later and they wasn't even born, but they don't remember the guy from last week?
Man, I really think it's a testament to us staying at it, man. We rock 100 to 180 days a year, every year since 93, man. So they know because they probably seen us live. They know because their older brothers or their mom or their dad even put them on. Also, man, it's like this. One of my favorite artists ever, Curtis Mayfield. You know, one of my favorite records ever, Superfly. It came out, what, 3-4 years before I was born. I probably know every word to every song on that record, too. So I think that good music has a timeless quality to it, but also just us staying active, man. I think a lot of artists, the way they, quote-unquote, fall off is that they don't interface with the people and don't stay current. And this is performance art, man. Hip-hop isn't just about making records, dude, and I think the industry has a lot of dudes confused about that. That's just part of it. That's the record game. But hip-hop is live performance art, man. It started outside. That's what you got to be out shaking hands and kissing babies.
Opio, let me ask you, man, are you surprised that we are now at a stage, and you're at a stage in your career where people are going, my mama used to listen to y'all. That's how I know about y'all, that you got young kids whose mamas and daddies was growing up listening to High Road.
Yeah, I mean, something that I can't say that we had the foresight to see 20 years down the line where we would be, but I know that we tried to make timeless music and something that was universal. That was our aim, you know, when we first started. So like a record like 93 Till Infinity or Third Eye Vision, kind of like classic records that we put out, you know, we set out, that was our mission, you know, to make like a classic, timeless album. But, you know, not knowing that it would actually turn out how it is, you don't know until you see that, you know, what your work turns into afterwards. So to be out, you know, to be invited to something like Rock the Bells, one of the premier hip-hop events of the whole, you know, in America, you know, it just goes to show, and people come out and support, and they know the lyrics to this record, the whole record, not just the singles, you know. So it's, you know, it's a good feeling.
Now, how do you explain the High Road sound?
I think that we just grew up in around music, period. You know, my father's a musician, and we just was around, you know, our parents just fans of music, so we listened to a wide range of music early on. And then hip hop spoke to us and kind of got us into the culture, and which is already, hip hop brings in all elements of all styles of music, you know what I mean? So I think a lot of people, especially when they talk about hieroglyphics and Souls of Mischief, I think a lot of people skip over Digital Underground, which was already there, kind of pushing the envelope and doing something different already. You know what I mean? If you just study like the history of what's come out of the Bay Area and Oakland, I mean, it's, you know, the music already is universal. Even someone like Too Short, who a lot of people might be like, oh, you know, it's just the way that you describe it, because when I went to concerts as a young kid, you know, I would see like NWA and De La Soul on the same venue, which is, you know, and something that people probably now wouldn't necessarily see unless you're here at Rock the Bells. They kind of bring a lot of stuff together.
What do you attribute to the longevity of this group?
It's definitely, it starts with our friendship. You know, we were friends before the music, and that's number one. We're a family, I should say. We're not even friends. We're beyond that now. We're family. You know what I'm saying? We uncles, and I'm Uncle Festo. You know what I'm saying? So
not to be confused with Uncle Fester, but Uncle Fester.
He wasn't Uncle Fester at all. But nah. But yeah, man, it's a family. It's a family thing and a family environment. You know, it's a friendly competition when we get in the studio, and that makes it has to be that way to make good music. I feel like, you know what I mean. So that's why we've been able to get through our riffs and our beefs, and we're normal, we're human, you know what I mean? We have disagreements, and I think it is, you know, if it was negative at the time, it still equated to something positive in the end, you know, so it's all about family. High Road is a family, Souls of Mischief is a family within the family, so.
Well, there you have it, man. They're legends. You know, veterans in the game, and they still got it. They're still hungry. You don't want to come test them. You probably get your money took, your pride hurt. and you know, and your girlfriend will look bad at you, you know. So there you have it. Let's give it up for them. We're out for now. Peace.
Yeah, Davey D.